Good morning, this is Mr. Precella, and it's that time of year when we start reviewing for the final exam. So let's start working this review sheet. Problem number 1 says find the determinant, and this is a 3 by 3 matrix. There's a variety of ways to do this, or at least a couple of ways. The way that we did it in class is a crisscross method. Maybe you saw the cofactor method used, but that's not what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do the crisscross. With the crisscross method, you recopy the first 2 columns, and right now I'm looking to make sure I didn't miscopy the problem. Okay, so let me recopy the first 2 columns. And then we're going to do all the little crisscrosses. Be sure that you're starting with the first number up there. Make sure that this is the first diagonal you're doing, not this one. You should always start with the first number. So let's see, -5 times 2 times -2. 10 times 2, that's a 20. 3 times 4 times 3, that's a 36. 5 times 3 times 5, 75. Then a minus. There's always a minus in between these parentheses. Let's do this. 5 times 2 times 3, that's 30. 5 times 4 times -5, that's a -100. 3 times 3 times, is that a -2? Yes, it's a -2. 9 times -2, -18. So adding up the red numbers, the first parenthetical expression, let's see, 20 plus 36 plus 75, that's 11, 111, 131. Then a minus. Let's see, what color is that? Blue. Now doing the green. 30 minus 100 is a -70. Minus 18 is a -88. So watch those negatives. 131 minus a -88, that's going to be a plus, isn't it? So 131 plus 88, is that going to be 219? So our first answer is D. Let's see now. Problem number 2 says, okay, let's use Kramer's rule to solve for x and y. Well, what does Kramer's rule say? Well, Kramer's rule says x is d subscript x divided by d, and y is d subscript y. That's a y there, divided by d. So let's see, this one's going to fall out pretty fast. We're told that dx is 10, d is -2, 10 divided by -2, that's a -5 for x, and what are we getting for y? dy is -12, d is still -2, is that going to be a 6? So when you write this as an ordered pair, x, y, -5, 6. That is answer A. Now, problem number 3. So we know Kramer's rule says x is dx divided by d, y is d sub y divided by d. Well, what are these capital D's? Well, problem number 3. D, capital D, without a subscript, is the determinant of the coefficient matrix. x. So you just write down the four numbers, 1, 5, -4, -3, -4, and do the short little crisscross. If there's a subscript, then that column gets replaced with the constants. So I'm going to replace the x column with those constants. So here goes. Instead of x, I'm putting -16 and -47. And then the y column, -3 and -4. Now just do the crisscross. Be sure you're starting with the first number. Make sure you're doing this diagonal, not the other one first. -16 times -4 is a positive 64. Then we have a minus. -3 times -47, what is that, 120 plus 21, and it's a negative times negative, so positive 141. So we have 64 minus 141. What's that giving us? Is it -77? Okay. So that would be a C there. Okay. So we're working on the review for the face-to-face final exam in college algebra. So we'll take another break right now and continue working on this in a little bit. Thank you for watching.